Outrage over cybersecurity levy. Nigerians are not happy with recent introduction of cybersecurity levy by the Central Bank of Nigeria. The cybersecurity levy is rooted in the 2024 Cybercrimes Amendment Act, which imposes 0.005% on all electronic transfers, with all the proceeds payable into the National Cybersecurity Fund, domiciled in the office of the National Security Advisor. Banks are mandated by the Act to deduct the levy from customers and reflect same in their account statement. This is just one of the many levies imposed on Nigeria by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Already, the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) have condemned the levy. SERAP and other interested Nigerians are already in court to challenge it. The Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 presidential election, Mr. Peter Obi, describes the levy as proof that the government is more interested in milking a dying economy instead of nurturing it to recovery and growth.
A newly introduced cybersecurity levy and other electronic banking transactions levies that the federal government has introduced over the years, they are going to have a negative effect on Nigerians' use of banks or savings habits. I mean, for example, recently the Central Bank of Nigeria came out with a statement that majority of the cash in circulation in Nigeria is they are not in the banking sector or in the banks involved. That shows you that the people are already not so inclined to using the banks for their transactions. They prefer to keep their cash at home, especially given the experience that we had during the cash scarcity crisis. So introducing these levies now will make people to just realize that they are better off keeping their monies at home, and that also exposes people or the citizens to the risk of armed robbery and what have you, because their monies cannot be completely safe in their homes. People can come in there, break into their homes and steal the money, and then some other people can also lose money, maybe on their way to carry out high volume transactions simply because they don't want to use the banks. I understand that the federal government over time has been trying to encourage people to carry out their transactions, banking transactions online instead of using cash, like this, what we call cashless policy. But it looks like that was a trap for the citizens, that they should just bring their money into the banks and then the federal government will introduce a slew of taxes to now take this money from the people. Already people are struggling with the rate of inflation in the country. What the federal government or the government generally should do is to see how they can encourage people, to see how they can reduce the hardship on the lives of people, because people are struggling with their finances. People that were earning a certain amount of money and were comfortable with that cannot be comfortable anymore because that money is no more sufficient to take care of their needs. And if the banks are now going to be taking that money from them, they themselves will not be happy, because that is also adding to the burdens that they are already going with because of the inflation in society. So I think generally it's going to have serious implications on people's banking habits and then people's disposable incomes and the ability of the people to survive from day to day.
So what will you advise? Will you advise them to suspend?
Yes, the advice would be to suspend the policy, because the people are already suffering so much. People are struggling a lot in the society. People are, in fact, if for many of us now, we have relations, we have friends. The number of people that are coming to you for help for one thing or the other, they are increasing by the day. So if people are already struggling to survive from day to day, and you are introducing new taxes, it's not a people-friendly policy, so it should be withdrawn.
Majority of the citizens are unemployed, so imagine overtaxing the poor citizen, and it's not adding anything to the economy. So I would say the federal government should take it easy on the poor masses.
You want them to suspend the levy?
Yes, they should go back to that drawing board and do the needful, because like I said, the masses are crying. You can see scarcity of fuel, a lot of things going on.
It's not masses friendly.
Yes, at all.
Thank you very much.
KPMG and many other Nigerians believe that the timing of this very levy is very, very wrong. Already, President Bola Tinubu has issued a directive to the Central Bank of Nigeria to suspend the levy. Whether or not the CBN will honor this directive is yet to be seen.